Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be taking you through an ab routine to help you get shredded just in time for the summer. This is week 4 of the 6 months to shredded abs routine, and for today we're going to be progressing the exercises from last week, and we're also going to be adding in an additional exercise for the lower abdominals. For it, we're going to need some nice mats that you can lay down on. We're going to need a kettlebell, and we're going to need a yoga block. And with regard to this routine right over here, this is intended for beginners. If you are somebody who is more of an intermediate or an advanced person, then consider becoming a member because I have the entire 6-month program uploaded onto the community tab on my channel. But with regard to the exercises, the first exercise is going to be for the rectus abdominis, and it is going to be the abdominal curl up, and we're going to need a yoga block for it. We're going to be in a supine position, meaning we're going to be laying down on our back. And as with last week, we're going to be taking the yoga block, squeezing it in between our knees. And then the difference with this one is we are no longer using the cable machine for assistance. For this one, we're going to be doing it as a body weight exercise. So we're going to get down into that supine position, and then as we squeeze together, what we want to do, same concept. We are going to tuck our chin toward our chest, and we are going to slowly try to curl all the way up toward the top and then curl back down. So we want to create a C shape with our spine. We're going to touch the L5, L4, L3, L2, L1, and then the thoracic spine. So we're coming all the way down, tucking the chin toward the chest, slowly curling up, and then we're going to come all the way back down. And that is the abdominal curl up. We are going to do 20 repetitions for that exercise. Once we've completed 20 repetitions, we can get rid of the yoga block. Next, we're going to do the exercise for the external obliques, the superior fibers. So for this one, we're going to flex our hips and knees. Our knees are going to be 90 degrees. We're going to plant them firmly on the floor. Then what we're going to do is we are going to cup our hand over our opposite shoulder. We're going to put our hand across the midline. And for this one right over here, what we want to do is we are going to crunch on an oblique angle up to the level of the L3, or roughly your umbilicus. So you're just going to go ahead, curl, and then come back down. For this exercise right over here, same concept. You want to create that C shape with your spine and try and roll the spine all the way to the level of the umbilicus. And as with the abdominal curl up, we are going to be performing 20 repetitions. Next, we're going to get into the transverse abdominis strengthening exercise. For this one, if you recall, you're going to inhale, raise your belly up toward the sky. Exhale, draw the belly down toward the spine as much as possible. You're going to then hold that. You're going to inhale, keep it tucked in. Exhale, try and drive it deeper. That's going to be our second pass. We're going to inhale once again, try and keep it tucked in. Exhale, try and drive it deeper toward the spine. That's pass number 3. We're going to do 2 more. So we're going to inhale, keep it tucked in. Exhale, try and drive the belly button down to the spine. That's pass 4. One last one. Inhale, keep it tucked in. Exhale, and really try and drive the belly button down toward the spine. That's the 5th pass. Now we're going to inhale and relax. And we're going to do that for 2 more sets. So we have 3 sets of 5 total passes. Once we've completed that, this is going to be the new exercise now, and it's going to be for the lower abdominals. For the lower abdominals, we're going to flex the hips and knees to 90 degrees. With the arms, we want to place them at the level of the glenohumeral angle. If you're not sure where that is, you want to put your arms anywhere from 90 to 135 degrees. And then for this exercise right over here, what we're going to do is we want to drive our knees up toward the sky. We don't want to go into hip flexion, and we don't want to go into extension. We want to keep the femur perpendicular to the ground. So we're just going to raise the belly button up to the level of the umbilicus and then come back down. The first time you do this exercise, you may not be able to get very high. You might even not get off the ground at all. Just have the intention of driving your knees up toward the sky, and we're going to be performing 10 repetitions of this exercise. And then the last exercise, we are going to finish off with the diaphragmatic breathing exercise. For this one right over here, we're going to place the kettlebell onto the umbilicus or your belly button. You're going to inhale, drive the kettlebell up toward the ceiling, and then exhale. Let it sink down toward the spine. So you're inhaling, driving the kettlebell up toward the ceiling, and then exhaling, letting it sink down toward the spine. And that is the strengthening exercise for the diaphragm. For this one right over here, we're going to do 20 repetitions to finish off the workout. But that is it for week 4 of the 6 months of shredded abs routine. And once again, in a nutshell, the way the workout works is for the abdominal curl up, we're going to do 20 repetitions. Then for the external oblique, the superior fibers, we're going to do 20 repetitions on each side. So 20 to the right, 20 to the left. And then we're going to do 3 total sets of the TVA strengthening exercises. So you're taking 5 breaths for each set, and each one you want to inhale, you're keeping that belly tucked in, exhaling, driving it down toward the spine, and then you're going to finish off with 20 repetitions of the diaphragm strengthening exercise. But that is it for week 4 of the 6 months to shredded abs routine. Next week, I'm going to be taking you through week 5.